The question isn't, am I wifey material? The question is, have I found the right guy that's going to understand me and want me as a wife? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're actually going to be doing something quite exciting. Well, I think it is anyway. We're going to be starting a relationship series. So yes, once a week I'm going to be talking about relationships, different topics, different factors, and today, as the title actually suggests, we're going to be talking about whether you, yes you, are marriage material. So the first thing I actually want to point out is every woman is wifey material. Reason why I say this is God actually made Adam, and then what did he do? He then brought out a woman from his rib. So that means there is a man for every woman, there is a woman for every man. However, in the 21st century, things kind of changed. The game is kind of different. Now, what makes you wifey material is your reputation. Are you a girl that's probably slept with 10 men? Okay, fine. 2 guys, 3 guys from the same clique. Same clique being same friends. Are you a girl that is seen everywhere? Are you bait? Are you obvious? Does everybody know you? All these things are going to add to your reputation, and when a guy meets you, the first thing he tends to do is ask his friends, ask around about you, and even if it's a little bit of a bad rep, he's going to be like, this is not the girl for me. So are you wifey material? You need to ask yourself, do you have a good reputation? Are you proud of who you are? Can you say that the things you do represent you in a good way, in a good light? You need to ask yourself, can you hold your head up high and not be ashamed? Can you be around certain people and their friends, or certain guys and their friends, and actually not feel some type of way? Like, oh gosh, I can have a past or whatever, you know what I mean? So you need to ask yourself that question. Your reputation definitely is going to suggest whether you are wifey material. Unfortunately, that is just the day and age that we live in, so you need to definitely take that into consideration. Another factor would be your ideology of life, your ideology, how you think, how you come across, your mindset. Are you the type of woman that wants to be submissive? Do you feel like you can be submissive? Are you submissive? This is also something else that you need to ask yourself. Submissive, back in the day, even sometimes now when people say submissive, we think, can you cook? Clean? Are you willing to just be at home, look after the kids? That's not necessarily submissive. Submissive is, are you able to have a husband, and listen to him, understand him, and do what he says? I'm not saying you shouldn't have your voice, but are you able to not always just pick your battles? Are you able to be okay with things that he says? Being submissive means picking your battles, picking the right battles, choosing the correct battles to fight. Doesn't necessarily mean just being stupid and he says jump and you're going to say how high and when and whatnot. No. It's about being able to be focused on your path, on his path, and understanding where he is going and why he is going there, and then doing what you need to do to obviously back up his position, or to back up what he's doing, or his path in life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So going back to what I said at the beginning about every woman obviously being wifey material, you need to ask yourself, yes, I am wifey material, but who am I wifey material for? You have to understand that the person that you want might not be the person that you need. You have to understand the kind of person that is right for you, and then obviously work on things that way. So for example, you might actually be a career woman, and you're dating a guy who doesn't want a career wife. He wants a housewife, someone that's going to stay at home and look after the kids, cook and clean. You guys are going to clash. You're going to come across as somebody that's not wifey material to that type of guy. So it's about choosing somebody that's right for you, somebody that loves a career woman, that doesn't want their wife to just sit at home. So ladies, also we've got to remember that when we're married, it's about following our husband and following his dream and following his path in life. So you have to ask yourself, are you able to be under somebody else's shadow? You might be the brains in the relationship. You might be the person that comes up with all the good ideas and makes all the right moves, but at the end of the day, you're the neck and he's the head. So you've got to be able to take that backseat role. You might not get any of the praise for the things that happen in your marriage. When things are going well, they'll be thanking him and not thanking you. So you have to be able to take that. So you need to ask yourself, am I wifey material? Am I able to do this? Am I able to take the back seat and let somebody else shine? Being a wife is a whole different ballgame from being a girlfriend, from being a side chick, from being a link. So before you even think to yourself, am I wifey material? You need to ask yourself, am I ready to be a wife, or am I just lonely? Is it just that I just want a companionship? Is it that all my friends are getting married and now I feel like it's my turn? That's the next step in life. Is it that I've got a good career now, or I've got a good job, or I finished university and I feel like the next step is to get married? If that's the case, if that's what you're wondering, you need to think about it deeper than that. Because being a wife is hard work. Being a wife is not just sleeping in all day and doing whatever the hell you like. You can't just wake up whenever you like. Wife, you've got certain things that you need to do within that day, because you're looking after not only yourself but your family. You're looking after your husband, and your kids. So you need to also consider all those type of things. You need to look deep into yourself. Am I wifey material? Am I ready to represent my husband wherever I go, no matter what it is? So obviously, yes, the question is, am I wifey material? You just need to ask yourself, for whom? In the Western world, you're equals. Man and wife together, split the bills, do whatever. In an African household, the man's on top. The woman does whatever he says. So you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to take? What are you ready for? What can you accept? And answer that question. I would love to hear what you guys think, what your views are on this topic. Just because it's not a question I can sit here and say, this is it. I am not a relationship expert, so I can't just tell you this is it. And obviously with this type of topic, it's different for everybody. It's different for every situation. Because like I said in this video, it depends on who, whom, what, and the circumstances. So on that note, please do leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel about this topic, what you think determines if somebody is wifey material. Of course, thumbs up this video and press the bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.